Hi, my name is Dr. Patrick, based out of Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and founder of the Resiliency Solution. I've been partnering with OSAT for over 5 years now, and I support them bringing a trauma-informed lens to the EDI work that they do, and also supporting organizations in laying down a foundation of resiliency before we come in and do EDI work on the systems level change. And I wanted to share a very important book with you, and that is My Grandmother's Hands. And my wife and I were founders of NC Center for Resiliency, which was a body-based psychotherapy clinic here in Chapel Hill. And this was required reading, and it walks the readers through how racialized trauma gets stored in the body and that we need to leverage through the body to be able to heal from these environmental and other additional traumas that are caused. And I wanted to highlight 3 very specific things that they talk about in the book. First of which is to use our external environment to be a resource for us throughout our days. So one of the ways in which we can engage with that is by merely looking around our environment. Take this room, for example, and landing on, I have a nice picture here that reminds me of my daughter. And by landing on things in our environmental space and noticing how that shows up within us, right? So noticing that it was having to do with my daughter, thoughts around her, the love that I have for her shows up in my body, and really being able to notice and recognize resources within our external environment and how that shifts our internal state. This book really talks through how we need to leverage the natural resources of the body to be able to heal from these sorts of traumas. Another thing that they talk about in the book is to use our mind and our imagination to also serve as resources. So if there's someone in our life or that was in our life that really brings joy and comfort to us, and we include animals within this as well, what is our ability to close our eyes, imagine them, and notice how our internal state shifts? I've done this with clients before as well, with animals that have passed along, that they're able to sense them next to them and to be able to pull on them as a resource. And the last thing that they recommend in the book, well, they recommend a lot of things. The last thing I'll share with you today is merely to grab some lotion. And as we are putting lotion on, what is our ability to mindfully notice what that feels like in our hands, how connecting with ourselves in this way, taking care of ourselves in this way can shift us and shift our thoughts and shift our physiology, and very specifically on the level of the nervous system. But we need to be able to feel into that and notice how all of that shifts within us. So hopefully these little tips are helpful for you. These are things that we can practice day in and day out many times throughout the day. And if any of this is interest to you, I would certainly encourage getting Resmaa's book about My Grandmother's Hands, and really talks through how white and black bodies process trauma differently based on their own experience.